Alright, dude, I don't know where the hell you are. You said hop on. You were ready. I hopped on, and you're not ready. I've been waiting for 38 long goddamn minutes, and you have decided that you are not going to join the show. So, the people want another episode of the Geek Dad Report, and I'm going to give them another episode of the Geek Dad Report with or without you. So, hopefully, I hope you're having sex, because that's the only thing that would make me go, well, I guess that was kind of worth it. But even probably not. You could have done that after the show, but instead you chose not to. But really, you're probably just sleeping on the job, and this is on you. So, if you decided to get your shit together and wake up, please feel free to hop on the show. If not, I'm going to run the show myself, and it's probably going to be goddamn amazing. Sincerely, your friend and co-host, Brian motherfucking West. Send. Hope you guys didn't have to hear that, but I'm sure you probably did, because I think I was recording. Anyway, Ryan is not here. I don't know what the hell happened to him. Hopefully nothing bad, or else I'm going to feel like a real big asshole for sending that message just a minute ago. But the show must go on. Ryan is not here. I am here. I have a freaking terrible head cold, and my head feels like it's going to explode, so if I sound a little strange, that might be why. But you know what? God damn it, I am here for you guys, for the people, and I refuse to not let a show happen. So, I proudly present tonight for your viewing pleasure and listening pleasure for all our iTunes listeners, me, the Brian West Experience. That's right, tonight you're getting nothing but me. Luckily for you guys, it is a short show. We do not have a ton of, well, I do not have a ton of news tonight, but I'm going to discuss some trailers and have some fun things to talk about, so I guess we might as well just jump into it. So, welcome everybody to episode 74 of the Geek Dad Report, the one show dedicated, formulated, specially created to bringing you a one-man talking show with this guy right here, voicing all the characters on this fantastic episode. And, you know, realizing that I don't need Ryan. Screw him. He didn't want to show up. I don't need him. You need him? You need him? I don't need him. You need him, Flash? Fuck no, I don't need him either. Why does the Flash have a voice like that? Why is your voice all high-pitched? I don't know. We'll talk about it later. All right, well, we'll talk about that later, Flash. Like I said, hopefully Ryan's okay. Because if he's not, I'm going to feel like a huge douche tomorrow. Anyway, in the meantime, let's see here. One show dedicated for a special career talking about, oh yeah, and bringing you all the news you need to know for the week. And we're going to talk about some fun, awesome geek news. So I, as always, am your super wordy host, Brian West. And joining me tonight is no one. I'm all alone. I have my mug, my trusty Marvel mug. I have my new pop figure. Look at this, Flash. I would like to say, for the record, don't start buying these because they're super awesome. You see them? I got a few right there and a few right there. And they're highly addictive. I have a new Russell Wilson one coming in the mail like tomorrow. So I'll show you guys that next week. But that is it. That is the only people on the show. If you wonder where you can find us, which Ryan normally tells everybody, I'm going to tell you right now. You can find us at the Geek Dad Report. Well, I guess there's no the. It's just Geek Dad Report on Facebook, Geek Dad Report on Twitter. You can find us at, you can find me at Brian West 53 on Twitter. You can find Ryan when he's not slacking at Big Bruiser on Twitter. And you can also find us on Facebook at Brian West and Ryan Tomlinson. So that is all the awesome places you can find us. But where you know you can find us the most is, does that make sense? Is that even a real sentence? You know what? Hit me up on Twitter, BrianWest53, and let me know if I actually make any sense whatsoever, if I'm just, once again, making up English words, which I tend to do a lot. You can find us at YouTube at Geek Dad Report. That is our main place. And on iTunes, Geek Dad Report. We've recently had a few people downloading our entire catalog, so if you're one of those people, feel free to leave us a review. We prefer 5 stars, but if you want to leave us 1 star, I would prefer you send me a direct message and tell me why we suck so bad that you have to leave us a 1-star review so I can fix it, so you can leave us a 5-star review. But if you're one of those people who have downloaded our entire catalog recently, thank you very much. Leave us your name or hit us up, and I'd be more than happy to give you a shout on the show. We really appreciate you guys. We are trying to grow every day, so feel free to tell your friends about us, and I don't know, listen as much as possible. Even if you're not going to listen, even if you're not listening, you're like working or doing background noise, just put us on. We get credit for that, you know. I get credit for those views, but whatever. We're going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about awesome stuff right now. Let's see. Normally I talk about what I've done in my week, but I haven't done shit in my week. You know what? I got really freaking wasted on Sunday. One of my friends came over and watched the Seahawks game with me. Seahawks. And we took way too many shots and drank goddamn Sailor Jerry rum, which if you don't know anything about Sailor Jerry, I'm going to tell you right now, she's like 90 proof. Don't drink it. It'll fuck you up. You know how I know? Because it fucked me up. Try to watch Westworld on Sunday night, which, by the way, is an amazing show. I'm going to do a Westworld review. I'm trying to get Ryan all caught up on Westworld. He's watched the first episode. If you are watching Westworld and you're like, I wonder if anybody else is watching this, yes, we are all watching it. If you want to talk about it, hit me up on Twitter or on Facebook or the Geek Dad Report. And I would love to talk to you guys about it. I have a million theories about the show, and I don't want to share them yet because a lot of people have not started watching it. So, please, I have a different weekly recommendation this week, but right now I say watch Westworld. Please, watch Westworld. 3 episodes right now on HBO Go or HBO Now or just HBO 2 or 3 or HBO's Latino or HBO's Signature or HBO HD or HBO East, West, North, South. I think there's like 38 channels if I would check my cable, but I don't know. Anyway, you can watch Westworld on any of those. I highly, highly suggest watching it. But back to my story. So I did not get to watch Westworld because I got really shitty drunk on Sunday and passed out on the couch at 7, where my wife woke me up at like 9:30 and was like, are you going to go take a shower? And I was like, where am I? I literally did not know where I was, and I don't know. I had no idea what happened to the time. I still thought it was like 7 o'clock, but anywho. So I watched it on Monday, and then I have been fighting a nasty cold all week. I don't know if it's because of the drinking, possibly, but I caught a cold on Monday. It seems to be going around the Pacific Northwest, and I've literally just been miserable all week. I did watch Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters, with my daughters. I would like to say for the record, if you have daughters, you should watch the new Ghostbusters with them. I didn't get a chance to take them to see it in the theaters, which I really wanted to, but I did not get to. And so we watched it all together, and they absolutely loved it. They were very empowered, and now they're both pretending to be Ghostbusters, which is why it is awesome that they are rebooting some of these things with female characters. And all you haters who hated females being Ghostbusters, shame on you. Really, just shame on you. I'm not going to say anything real mean. Just, you should take a look in the mirror and just be like, I'm kind of a dick. I should probably rethink my life. And not be such an asshole. Because girls can be awesome Ghostbusters as well as boys. So, anyway, they thought it was great. So, I don't know, I guess my Geek Dad moment of the week, if I were to have one, is I had a really good time sitting and watching Ghostbusters with my kids yesterday and watching their faces when Holtzman, my daughter's favorite is Holtzman. If you haven't seen it, you don't know who I'm talking about, but if you have, you do. She stole the show. She's amazing. When she pulled out her 2 guns, she licked one, and then she just kicked everybody's ass. My daughter stood up and was like, yeah, Daddy, I love her. She's awesome. And she is awesome, and I do love her as well. So, anyway, Ghostbusters. I have it around somewhere, but I can't go get it because since I'm the only person on the air, I am not speaking good English tonight. But you know what? Whatever. I'm here. I get points for showing up. That's got to goddamn count for something. I think it counts for a lot, Brian. Oh, thanks, Barry. You're my best friend. You guys think he's pink? I got this Barry Allen. He's a little pink. I don't have a problem with pink, but, I don't know. Whatever. It's neither here nor there. Usually joining me is my Darth Maul Ryan doll, but you know what? Because he decided not to show up at all and didn't even text me. Fuck Darth Maul Ryan tonight. He does not get to be on the show. Yeah, I'm not going to pull up the lights over. Anywho, let's see. What was I talking about? I don't know. I was probably rambling. Oh, I remember. I was going to show you the copy of Ghostbusters, but it's way the fuck over there, and I cannot get to it. I mean, I can, but you guys will just see a whole lot of that, which means nothing for you iTunes listeners. You're probably thinking right about this point, wow, I did not know Brian could literally talk this much without taking a breath. Truthfully, neither did I. It has been almost 10 minutes, and I have not stopped it yet. So, you guys are in for quite the show. Hopefully your ears are well rested because they are going to get a motherfucking workout. All right, quick break. Drinking some water. Because I got this damn cold. Anyway, moving on. So if I occasionally look at my phone, I apologize, but I have my show notes, and usually Ryan distracts you guys with his, regales you with his tales of glory and his beautiful face as he does one of these. So I apologize. We're rolling with the, I'm not going to say B team because I'm clearly the A team, but, A team. Dun 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 dun. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, first thing I want to talk to you guys about tonight is the new Logan trailer that dropped today. I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was goddamn amazing. I've been super excited with the character of Wolverine. Hugh Jackman to me has been the epitome of a great actor in a comic book movie. I mean, in a lot of ways, his take on Wolverine is why we have comic book movies today. His iconic take, X-Men 1, even though it's very dated right now, was a great movie. Obviously, Hugh Jackman busted on the scene and stole the show. And ever since then, he has made that character and the X-Men movies, in fact, very fun and very watchable. His solo outings have ranged from absolutely just terrible with X-Men Origins to, the Wolverine was okay with a weird third act, I believe is what our review gave it. But his final movie, his final performance is coming up, and it's going to be titled Logan. We talked about this a few weeks ago on the show. It's going to be rated R. Comes out, I believe, in March. And we finally got the very first trailer for it, and it is definitely a little bit of a take on Old Man Logan. Taking the place of Hawkeye is going to be Professor X, a very old Professor X. And the trailer, it was a great trailer. It was cut to a Johnny Cash song, and it's, well, not just a Johnny Cash song, but a Johnny Cash remake song. But it has a sense of finality to the character, which I think is great. He's already announced this is his very last time being Wolverine. And I really think Fox is going to give him a proper send-off. I mean, I have many times talked about on this show about how much I hate Bryan Singer's take on the X-Men after X-Men 2 and how much I think Fox has really bungled the X-Men franchise. But I think the fact that this looks the way it does, I think that they are going to give this character the proper send-off. I don't expect Wolverine to make it out of this movie alive, and I think it's for the better. I think there's going to be a sense of finality in this movie. I think there's going to be a sense of dread throughout this movie, and I think it's going to give us the one thing that a movie about a character that's invincible has never been able to give us. It's going to give us his own mortality. I mean, we're going to finally have a movie where Wolverine will probably end at the end of this, and he's going to pass the torch to his probable daughter, which, if you watch the trailer, has a young girl who we all believe is going to be, there's Ryan right now. I'm texting right now. Who we all believe is going to be X-23. I'm texting his punk ass right now. Hang on. I got this. Watch this. Hey, Ryan. I'm recording right now. See what he says. If he wants to hop on, Ryan may actually get on this episode. But I think this show is going to have an amazing. I think it's just going to be an amazing show, an amazing movie. It has the Old Man Logan. Well, if you never read Old Man Logan, I'm not going to dive too deep into it now, but it definitely looks like a dystopian future. And X-23, like I said, sorry, I lost my train of thought there, texting Ryan. X-23, who those who don't know, is actually a genetic clone of Wolverine. It's a female clone, and it looks like that's who they're going with on this episode or on this movie. He is going to protect her and kind of pass the mantle of Wolverine, at least it looks like. So it looks very violent, very bloody. It is rated R, and I think this might be something that all of us have been waiting for. I think it has a chance to be a really, really, really good movie. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I have high hopes for Wolverine. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on Wolverine, and let me know what you guys think in the comments or wherever. So hang on. I'm going to pause this right now and see if Ryan wants to hop on, and if he doesn't, I'll start back up in just a minute. See you in a second. So apparently Ryan did decide that he wanted to be part of the show.
Yes.
He woke his happy ass up from his stupid little nap.
I was not sleeping. I was
like, oh shit, I better get on the episode with Brian so he doesn't steal my glory and thunder and then replace me with my new Flash Pop.
No, I was adulting. I had to do some adult things, and I didn't have my phone with me. No, I was not jerking off, Brian. That's definitely not what I was doing.
Switching it? How's that work?
No, definitely not like that.
Hang on.
But Oh my god.
I think that's what you were doing.
You're so crazy.
I'm pointing at
No.
nobody because Ryan had to call in
Yeah.
from his bedroom, so he's on an audio device only tonight. Plus, we didn't want
Mm-hmm.
to jar you guys with the edits. So if about 15 minutes in
Yeah.
you notice a strange edit, well, it's because 15 minutes in, guess what? There's a strange goddamn edit.
Sorry.
But hey,
Yeah.
back-to-back weeks of nothing but my beautiful face. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nobody wants to see me anyways.
Oh, we
So
all want to see you, Ryan. You and your beautiful.
I got my new military haircut.
It
So
is. It's very sexy. It's still got your Robo voice. On a side note,
yeah.
real quick about the Robo voice before we continue on this show, we have tried goddamn everything. We have decided that
Yeah.
it's officially Skype's fault, and I don't know. We'll try and fix it when we can. But until then,
Yeah.
thanks for sticking with us, and one day we promise to get it fixed.
We'll probably get a new recording devices, like a
Yeah.
new, not Skype, because Skype can just suck it.
Well,
So
if rumors are to be are true, Ryan, the new MacBooks are going to come out next week.
yay.
Yeah,
So
we can FaceTime and record the FaceTime calls, which would be infinitely better than this Skype bullshit. Anyway, I'm going to go on that
Yes.
tangent again. To catch you up, I basically just introduced the show and told everybody what I thought about Logan. So if you'd like to take 2 seconds and say what you thought about Logan.
I thought Logan looked pretty fucking good for a Wolverine movie. It's probably it's the first Wolverine movie where I'm like, God, I really want to fucking see that, like really bad. Johnny Cash playing throughout the whole thing was his version of Hurt from
Yeah.
Nine Inch Nails was pretty good.
So good.
It was a good choice. So this is the old man Logan essentially that we talked about,
Have you seen the
right?
Red? Did you watch the Red Band trailer?
No.
Where it shows Wolverine sticking his claws through a guy's head?
Oh, so there's the rated R part.
Yes, it is going to
Oh.
be massively violent. I basically told everybody my thoughts on how the little girl is clearly going to be X-23, and how this movie has a sense of finality and kind of a passing of the torch, but in a good way, in a way
Yeah.
that you have. How do you deal with an immortal character and give him any kind of depth and danger and
Yeah.
make his story real? You kill
And
him.
you put it far in the future
Yeah, where he can
where
die.
there's nobody else around, so they don't have to worry about copyright because everybody's dead.
Well, and
So
to be honest, the Wolverine tried to do the take away his healing factor, but everybody knew he wasn't done playing the character, so you knew at some point he was going to get it back.
hmm
But whatever. So
yeah,
I don't know.
still awesome trailer. So
I think Wolverine is going to be amazing. Sorry, Logan, Wolverine 3. Let us know what you think about it. And like I said, I think it's going to be epic. This is actually the first time I've been really excited for a Fox X-Men movie outside of maybe Deadpool in a long time. So, what was I going to say? Oh, side note here, Ryan, I do want you to know that I maybe said some things about you that were very mean and hurtful.
how am I not surprised that Brian would do something like that when I'm not around?
You know what? And in the words of people that we know, when you go high, I go low. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
That's how I roll. On a side note, motherfuckers, in like less than a month, it's time to vote. Fucking vote. This election's important.
Yeah.
Get off your asses, and
And-
goddamn get to the election booth.
And if you're like, I don't like anybody, I'm gonna vote for the third party. No,
Guess what? You're voting
don't
for
vote
Trump.
third
So
party. Yeah,
that's
that's
cool
all
with
you're
you?
doing.
Cool.
You're voting for Trump.
Yeah. Third
So-
party equals Trump. Sorry,
Mhm.
that's the truth. Anyway, moving on to non-politics because we could just rage for hours.
Yes, and if you listen to Utah Outcasts, you can listen to them rage for 2.5 hours about during the final debate.
I have to
So-
listen to that. I haven't listened to that yet because I've been training.
It was good.
Ugh.
It was funny.
All right, moving on to our next pod. We have a lot of trailers we're going to break down and kind of talk about tonight because there were some pretty awesome trailers this week. Wasn't a lot of
Yes.
actual news this week other than these trailer releases. So
No,
that's what we're
it
gonna
was
talk about.
it was trailers and teasers for trailers.
And some
So-
video game news. We actually have a little bit of video game news. We don't usually talk too much video games, but we are going to tonight. The next trailer we wanted to break down for you guys is the new Assassin's Creed trailer and poster. So the poster came out. It's pretty cool. It's got Michael Fassbender's character from Spain, the 15th century, and his character from the future, kind of split in half and showing both worlds. Looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then they dropped a trailer a little bit later, and I have to say I'm a big fan of the games. I played most of them, at least the first 5 or 6 of them. So I'm very vested in this world, and I was excited when I heard about this. I was not overly thrilled with the first trailer that came out. It was kind of a jumbled mess, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to feel about it. This new trailer is going to be the last one I watch because I am my mind is at ease. I'm really excited for this movie. It was really good, really
Yeah,
really good.
they did a good job of setting what they looks like is going to be the tone of the movie,
Yes.
and kind of like giving you more of an more what's the word I'm looking for? More knowledge,
Well, they
I
broke down
guess.
what the
Of
movie's going to be. So if you didn't know what Assassin's Creed was, the first
yeah,
trailer was really just a mess of like what's going on.
yeah, that's
This,
true.
this
They made it so if you're not a gamer like you that have been playing it forever, that they could understand it.
Well,
So,
this trailer, I've heard a couple people, our friend Evil Chris in general from said Utah Outcast, he had mentioned that, he thought they gave away too much in the trailer. And I can understand that. There is some stuff that happens in the games that you can definitely, if you know what you're looking for, you can see it in the trailer. I'm sure it's part of the third
hmm
act. But I
I
don't
didn't
think it's
see
going to
it
spoil
because
the
I never
movie.
played them. So,
Well, and I don't think it's something that'll spoil the movie. And anybody who's played the games kind of saw that this inevitably was where this movie was going to go. So I don't have too many problems with it. But what I am happy for is the fact that they actually showed us. So there's a very distinct tone when he goes into the Animus, which if you haven't played the games, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Think of the Matrix. So in a lot of ways, this movie is going to be very much like the Matrix. Now, it doesn't rip off the Matrix. That's the first thing you're going to think is like, oh, it's not a Matrix ripoff. It has some of the same elements, but it's a very different thing. But both the Matrix and Assassin's Creed involve somebody going into a machine that allows them to kind of live a different life, in
yeah.
essence. And in Assassin's Creed, basically, it allows people to tap into the genetic code and relive the life of one of their ancestors. So they're not dictating it. They can't change anything, but they're living it as it happened. So
hmm
so in the video games, they used that because they needed to find things in the past, and this allowed them to find out where they were hidden. So, but
What kind of stuff are they looking for? Or is that
I
kind of
don't know
like
what
too
this movie's going to
spoilery?
be. I could go on for 20 minutes about the lore of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Basically, without
Like,
too
what's the
much.
point of them going back?
So
Like,
they
what are
went
they?
back because there was we find out there's an alien race that came to Earth, and they were the ones who created Adam and Eve and the knowledge, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on with that. And the assassins
hmm
were created to protect the world, protect that knowledge from the world because they weren't ready for it. And the Knights Templar were actually the evil organization trying to take that and corrupt it, that knowledge and corrupt it.
Uh,
So it all goes back to Adam and Eve and the fruit of knowledge from the tree. But it's not in the
interesting.
biblical way. It's a very much like sci-fi way. And so assassins over time have protected this knowledge. So in the video game, Sturgos, who is the Knights Templar, they found a way to make this thing called the Animus, where you could go into people's, tap into their memories, their genes, and relive their ancestors. So they were kidnapping descendants of assassins and forcing them to relive their memories so that they could find out where their ancestors had hid these knowledge. Like they call
Uh,
they call them the apples. They had all the information that they needed. So that's the way the game was. So I'm sure there's going to be some similarities to the movie.
I got you now.
But no, with
Makes
this movie,
sense.
what I like is they are not shying away from the action and from the insanity that So in the game, assassins jump off 200-foot buildings and do these things called leap of
Oh
faith,
yeah, I only
which are
played
awesome.
like the first half an hour, and that's all I did. I
It's
didn't really
this.
think I did
They get
anything.
up and they go like this and they swan dive off these buildings. It is one of my favorite parts of
Yeah,
the game. But like they jump off 15 stories and stab people in the neck with these blades, these hidden blades, and they did a
yeah.
lot of that in the trailer. I mean, the action in this is going to be, I think, top notch. I think it's going to be amazing, and I'm really, really excited. It comes out in December, I believe, so I don't think we have long.
Yeah,
December,
just
January.
in time for the holidays.
So yeah, we do not have long for this. I will definitely be screening this. Well, hopefully I'll be screening this, and I will
Mm.
let you guys know what I think. But I'm very excited for this, and I think you guys should check out the trailer. As always, all these trailers that we're going to talk about tonight are on our Facebook page, and I
Yes,
shared
go
a lot
check
of
it
them
out.
on our Twitter account. So check them out. Let us know what you think in the comments there, or obviously in our YouTube section or comments as well. But I would love to know what everybody else thinks, or anybody who's played the game. If you guys are as excited as I am for the new Assassin's Creed. The
Yes.
last trailer, I only need to look at my notes. The last trailer we're going to talk about is the new. It's actually a teaser
Uh,
trailer, but
Nobody cares about this trailer, Brian. This
I
is the one the
care.
whole internet was like, well, we
Okay, I
didn't
know the
need
first
that.
movie was not well received and no one gave a crap about it, but I did. So if you know what we're talking about,
Okay.
it's a movie about a rabid raccoon and a small piece of wood that gets burnt.
Yeah,
No, it's
and
not.
a
It's
guy
Guardians
with
of
a
the Galaxy
mask,
Volume 2, people.
and someone who likes to hug people.
Yeah, that was amazing, by the way.
That was pretty good.
Okay, James Gunn the shit out of this trailer.
Oh yeah, totally. And he brought back the God, what's that song?
Ooga shaka, ooga shaka.
Yeah,
I
Ooga
can't
Ooga.
stop this feeling.
Yeah, that was good. I liked it a lot. I watched it like five
Oh,
times.
hooked
I
on a
watched the Logan
feeling.
trailer like five,
Doo-doo.
10 times today, and I watched that
I'm
trailer
high
like
on
five.
believing that you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling. Woo! Come on,
Alright,
Ryan.
are you trying to try out for the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume
Dude,
3?
if they want to cast me, I will literally play anything. I don't care. But yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, check out the new Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. It's actually a teaser trailer. It's about a minute and a half, but it had enough of the footage that gives you the tone of this movie. And
Yeah,
of course, it's going to be awesome. It's Guardians of the Galaxy, and
it's gonna be fun.
my.
Um, I
Did you
like
see
the
the
first
GIF
one
floating around with
because it
Rocket
was
blowing a
fun.
hole in something and little baby Groot going, whoop?
Woo! Little baby Groot looks so adorable.
Looks amazing.
I just want to shake him. He's so fluffy.
Damn it, Alexa turned on. Alexa, off! She's always
What's
watching
Alexa
me.
doing?
She's always watching me and listening.
God.
It gets really awkward sometimes late at night. I'm just going to say that right now.
When you're downstairs with your pants off?
I don't know what you're talking about, Ryan. I don't
Uh,
participate in the activity that you're speaking of.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I do a lot. Oh, you all do
No,
too. Don't you judge me, any of you faithful
I've
50.
never done it once
You're a liar.
in the past week.
You're a liar, and I can't even talk to you right now. There's a reason why you're not showing video right now, I'm sure. Pants off, dance off time. Anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy, back on track here. The trailer looks great. If you don't know what
great.
we're talking about, like I said, watch it, check it out. It is awesome. They also released a pretty badass trailer, I put new
Poster.
where it shows all the
Make
Guardians.
sure you actually click on it and look at it because Groot is down at his feet. And
Not if you look at the Geek Dad Report, Ryan, because I shared the elongated poster.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because we had some of our friends that were like, "Oh, I didn't know Groot was there until I looked at the whole picture."
It's because they're failures. They are failures at everything.
Yes.
Especially looking at Guardians of the Galaxy posters. But yeah, the poster's pretty cool. It's just all of them kind of hanging out on a wall. It's very, I don't know, it's very music. Looks like a 1980s music CD cover, which is kind of in fitting with the, the musical themes of these movies, the Volume 2 aspect. The one interesting part is you did have Michael Rucker as one of the Guardians, Yondu, with this full-on giant fin, with anybody who knows what Yondu fin is. If not, just Google it.
I don't.
And in the comic books, Yondu had a much bigger head fin than he did in the original movie, so it looks like he's going to have his big fin in this one. And also Nebula, Gamora's sister, was part of the Guardians hanging out in the poster. So we'd heard rumors that she was going to be joining the Guardians as far as the good side. So I don't know, it looks like that may actually be in fact going to happen. But check it out. Let us know what you think. Many of you already have, and the consensus is shit's going to be amazing.
That's good.
All right, moving on. Walking Dead has been renewed for season 8.
And this one starts on Sunday. If you're really looking
we're going to talk about that in recommendations at the end of the show. All right, anyway, moving on. Ryan said nothing important. Don't worry about that. Harry Potter. The producers of Harry Potter apparently and Warner Brothers have secured the rights to Willy Wonka, and they are talking about making a Willy Wonka prequel. They're going to tell the life and times of a young Willy Wonka.
Is that necessary? Really?
It is not, but my guess is they're going to turn it into a trilogy, and it'll be...
oh, yeah, because they can't do anything in a single-shot movie these days.
I don't know. I doubt Tim Burton or Johnny Depp will reprise their duties as the last one, but...
Well, the only really Wonka that mattered dead, so...
Yeah, that's probably a good point. Let's see, moving on. Aquaman director James Wan apparently is talking a little bit about the standalone Aquaman movie. Now a lot of people are really excited, with the we talked about mirrors, the picture of Mira last week, and there's just been a lot of Aquaman and Mira talk, and so James Wan took this time to let everybody know that, hey, listen, the Aquaman movie, people have been wondering what kind of tone it's going to be, what the movie's going to be, like, and he said there's definitely wants to bring some horror elements to it, but he says ultimately he wants it to be a swashbuckling film with the tone of an Indiana Jones style movie.
That sounds good.
So yeah, sold. Horror movie with an Indiana Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean type movie. I'm in.
I
Swashbuckling.
approve.
Done. Let's see here. Rockstar Games announced this week that Red Dead Redemption 2 is officially coming out to
Yes.
Xbox One and PlayStation 4
It's like
sometime
their
later
first
next
game
year.
in like 5 years or something.
I never played the
Isn't it?
original one, but I've heard it's like the greatest Western in the history of mankind.
Really? I
Yeah, I've
haven't
heard
played
nothing
it
but
either.
great things about it.
Not enough to make you play.
Dude, I'm a completionist. A game like Grand Theft Auto, so I played Grand Theft Auto 4 for like 100 hours and only completed like 10%. So
Oh
I
my
just,
god, that would
yeah.
like drive me insane.
Same, and I've heard Red Dead Redemption is exactly the same way. You can play that game
Okay.
forever. So I just didn't play it, but it does look beautiful. The new trailer's out. I don't think I have it on the Facebook page or Twitter accounts, but you can find it pretty much anywhere. It is pretty.
I'll just watch Westworld,
Yeah,
and that'll be fine for me.
I talked a lot about Westworld before you came on, Ryan.
Okay.
We are gonna have I promise you we are gonna have an entire Westworld segment. Maybe when the first season's over, we'll do a complete season recap and just talk about Westworld. Or maybe we'll talk next week or the week after. We'll have like a midway point and talk about so far our theories and what we think. But yeah, Westworld is slowly becoming one of my favorite shows on television. It is so good.
Yes.
Let's see here. And finally, last little bit of news we got for you guys tonight is Nintendo news. Nintendo has announced their new console, and it's not what you think. It's called the Nintendo Switch, and it looks kind of strange, honestly.
Wait, so is it
Did you
a
watch- did you
handheld
watch the
or is it
reveal?
the? I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so for those of you who have not had a chance to watch the video yet or the reveal, I know Jeff, Faithful 50 member Jeff, has been very active this week on our Facebook page sharing stories. Apparently, we are not doing it fast enough, and Jeff is taking it upon himself, which, hey, we like. We don't always have a ton of time, so we appreciate you guys sending the stories. But he posted it on our visitor post. He posted the video of the basically the reveal, the kind of commercial that they did for it. So it's hard to explain. Think of it like a tablet. So it's like a tablet. Think of a tablet
Okay.
that sits in a thin toaster, right? So it sits in
Okay.
there, and it snaps on, and there's these two pieces that snap onto it. Now, when you're at home, you have a controller, and you're playing it, right? And so it shows him playing Zelda, this guy playing Zelda, and so he decides, he gets a phone call, and he's got to leave. So he pauses it, he walks over, he takes the two ends off his controller, he slides them onto this, like, weird thing on the tablet inside this little mini toaster thing, and slides it up, and it's a tablet. It looks like a Galaxy 7. But he's playing it now on the go. All right? So he's playing it on the go. He's playing it on the go. And it shows him going to an airport. And he gets on an airplane. And then he takes it and he throws the kickstand out. And then he sets the little tablet down. And then he slides off the sides. And they're mini controllers that they're Bluetooth. And he's playing it on the plane with it sitting there, right? And then it shows him playing with a friend. And their friend put their Nintendo, what did I say it was called? Nintendo
Slim or
the
something.
Switch. They put their Switch in front of their Switch, and now they're playing against each other because clearly it has some near-field communication ability, and it looks like you can play up to 4-player games with 4 of them. So, and then once it was all done, they took it and they stuck it back in the console at home, and then it popped back up on their screen, and then they hooked the things back into their controller, and they were just playing it at home. So, Nintendo looks like they're not happy just selling you a console. They want to be innovative, and you know, I don't think this is going to be for me. Because people are playing it in their car. I mean, it looks cool though for what it is.
For the people that can't see me, the whole time Brian was talking, my brow was all scrunched down,
He's trying to figure out why he would buy this.
and I had like my lips were all pressed together because I do not understand this shit. So, and why anybody would want all that.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a little bit of video game overload. I think when you're younger, maybe this would be a cool thing for people who want to play on. If you want to play video games on the go, it definitely takes the place of say like a Game Boy Go. Or
God, I haven't
is that
cared.
even a thing, Game Boy Go?
That's what I got my smartphone for.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. I'm sure it'll sell a ton because people are gonna be like, "This is gonna be awesome." Well, how much actual world practicality? I think it's gonna be a lot like the Wii. It sells a lot, and then people will put it away and never use it again. I think ultimately there's no way this can be a super powerful system just because the hardware is not there. It's not a very big system. I don't know. I have not seen any specs on it. It looked pretty in the commercial, but like I said, I can't imagine.
You can make a lot of stuff look pretty in a commercial.
Yeah, I can't imagine this is going to compete technology-wise with an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. But it is definitely something different, and I give Nintendo kudos for thinking outside the box. Check it out. The Nintendo. I can't even remember the name of it. The Switch. Man, it is very functional.
Switch.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch is the new trailer reveals out. Like I said, you can find it on our visitor post on our Facebook page. And thanks for Jeff for sending that to me and Ryan. But as of right now, I am more excited about the Nintendo console, the little Nintendo Mini that's coming out next month, than I am about the Switch.
Yes, the original one.
Just give me internet capabilities for school Ryan
got
technical.
76. Oh, God, Bo Jackson's all you need.
Walter Payton, dude. Run all day. You can't catch Walter. 85 Bears. Anyway, all right, moving on. Like I said, we didn't have a lot of news this week, and we're probably going to keep the show short just because, Ryan took a nap and is
I wish I was taking a nap.
hanging out in his room with no pants on, and I have the world's worst head cold.
Yes.
If you'd like to send me sympathy and tell me, how much you guys are thinking about me, I'm okay with that. It's okay.
Yeah. Should we just pop into listener questions?
Let's do it. So next up, Faithful 50 listener questions. You know what I would like from everybody though, if you guys want to contribute to the show, we are going to start a Patreon and a few other things are coming up. But I would love, and we'll give you guys a special shout out, and I will give you a T-shirt. I don't know what kind, but a T-shirt. I want someone to devise and send us a little theme for our Faithful 50 segment.
Like a do-do-do.
Yeah.
It
has to be original. You can't just rip off Mario Brothers. Give me a do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. If you guys can put together something original that's cool and send it to us, we will reward you somehow. And we will give you a shout out on every episode. But I would love to have every time I listen to any other podcast, they have like a mailbag or whatever sound, and we have nothing.
Well, yeah, please don't make us get like the fart sound machines or something. And
Ryan has been begging for a fart sound machine, and I will not use the Geek Dad Report credit card to buy a fart sound machine. So don't make me do it.
You're such a mean boss.
I know, I am.
Even though we're technically equals, but
Yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night, dude. Joking. There's no friction in this relationship, I'll tell you that. Only the good kind of friction.
Yeah, I think Jeff was the first question for this week.
Friction. All right, what's his question? Read it, since I look really. I'm the only person.
I don't have it in front of me. I'm on my phone.
That's right. You're on your phone.
If I do anything, I'm gonna get kicked off.
I can't even tell you to dance because no one can see you. All right, everybody. I'm checking. I'm not checking my internet, my Facebook. I'm not checking my my scores, which I am. How many points does Green Bay have? Because I have the kicker.
Last I saw was 13-10.
No, I'm looking right now. I swear I'm looking at questions.
Yes.
How did I lose a point? Did he miss a field goal? Oh my God! What?
Did you? We didn't talk about the football team that Jeff asked us about last week.
Oh my God! I missed a PAT. I lost 2 points. This is bullshit. Anyway, sorry.
We didn't talk about that football team that Jeff.
Yeah, let me pull up the questions real quick. Sorry, everybody.
What about last week's one?
All right, so you want to bring up last week's first?
Not even listening to me.
I did. Did you want me to bring up last week's first? Did you actually research it?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Okay, so Jeff, your questions, since we told you we'd answer both of them, and we will. At least Ryan will answer one of them. One of them I can't answer. But last week, Jeff wanted to know. He'd like to hear our opinion on the Archbishop Murphy football controversy. He wants to know. So basically, a little feedback on this is it's a team of really, really good football players, and the school is nationally ranked.
Private school.
Yeah, private school, nationally ranked, and the schools that they have to play in are getting beat so bad that they are now forfeiting their games because they don't want to take injuries. They don't even want to risk. They don't want to try and beat this team. They just want to forfeit and move on to the next game. So,
I think it's kind of bogus, honestly.
Well, hang on. So he wants to know. So that's a little backstory. So Jeff would like to know, since we are dads, would we want our kids to play this school? Is it a good get out there and try your best situation, or is it just a case of people don't want to play somebody tougher than them? So
I think you need to get out there and do your best. If you get your ass beat, you get your ass beat. I mean, my sophomore and junior year, we had to play Ferndale, and they had like some big old dude, and they had Matthias Wilson. See, my sophomore year,
All right,
he
all
was
right,
the
hey,
number one.
whoa,
He was
whoa, 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 whoa! Quick, drifting off into fucking memory lane over here with your glory days. We don't need names of players
uh,
that no one but you will understand or even get the
he
reference.
played. He was a Division One prospect. He played for University of Washington for 3 years as a starting running back, and I mean, they were some big old dudes on that team. We had to play them every year, so sometimes you just gotta suck it up and play, even if they're gonna, kick your ass. I
You
mean,
know what? What would have happened had the U.S. hockey team said, "You know what? Russia's undefeated, and we're just going to give up." There would been no There would been no
yeah,
Kurt Russell movie about the miracle on ice. All right,
hmm
that's all I'm saying.
yeah. I think it's bogus. They shouldn't be forfeiting. That's
What would have
just,
happened if David said, "You know what? That Goliath looks pretty big." We'd have no story of David and
yeah,
Goliath.
yeah. I mean, you might get embarrassed, but you never know.
No,
You
the
could
whole point
learn
is, and
something.
I'm kind of tired of this whole safety thing. It's not like the teams that this school has played ever, like there 20 people are leaving in stretchers. Occasionally you get a
Yeah,
concussion. Okay, every
I
game I
think,
played football, there was somebody carted off with a broken leg or an arm. I mean, this is part of
yeah.
playing the sport. I mean, it's going to happen. So,
I
it,
mean, unless they're like body slamming every single player,
yeah.
it's
But that's on the officials to reel that in. But here's the deal: so that team has already applied to move up to a different conference, to a bigger conference, where they can play tougher opponents. But that conference won't let them in because this team's so good they don't want to lose. So what you
mhm.
have is you have a bunch of kids playing football who are good, who the conference they should be playing in won't take them because they don't want to get beat by them, and the conference they're in right now, the kids are all forfeiting because they're too tough and we don't want to get hurt by them. Okay, you know
Worse,
what? The real victims here are Archbishop Murphy because these kids just want
yeah.
to play football, and politics and bullshit are getting in the way of it. So I'm sorry if I was one of those parents in one of the other schools, I would ask for the coach to be removed. I would want my kid to go out there and be like, how is he ever going to get better? You judge yourself by the competition that you face, and you only get
Hmm.
better when you overcome adversity. You can't just
Yeah.
play a bunch of I mean, I'm sure all these schools are giving medals for participation to all their players. No, get your ass out there. You want to be the best, beat the best, and go out there and knock them down a ring or two.
Well, and the thing is, sometimes when you play a really good team, you elevate your level of play that you've never been able to get to before. And then when you realize you can achieve that, then it makes you a better ball player all around.
Well,
So,
if you want to go Conan, here's a Conan reference. How do you forge steel? You beat the shit out of it until it becomes as hard as hard as a Conan sword. And that's
yeah,
exactly what you do with your football team. You go out there and you work your ass off, and you become better by constantly facing opponents that you hope are better. You don't ever learn
yeah.
anything
It's one
by
game. It's not like you have to play them every fucking game of the
yeah,
season.
exactly. And so I think it personally. So Jeff, before we ramble on for an hour and I pull out my
Oh, yeah.
inner athlete, I think it's bullshit. I think all these schools that
Yeah.
are forfeiting are absolute bullshit. Now, if they don't have enough people to field the team, that's a different story. Obviously, if you have a school of kids who can only put 9 players out there and they're all 106 pounds, obviously there's some safety issues. But this is not
Yeah.
that case, and I think these coaches should be fired personally. But
What league are they trying to get into?
I don't honestly, Ryan. I don't
Are
know.
they
I'm not sure.
South? I didn't see where they actually were.
I did not look enough into the divisions that they were in. I just know that they'd
Uh,
petition the bigger divisions to get into them because they're a private school. They can travel, so
oh, okay.
they were looking at a different division outside of their conference just so they could, have better, better competition. They can be part of it. But guess what? You have to petition, and the schools have to vote you in. But they didn't want to because they didn't all want to get beat by this really good school. So
Go to the West Coast.
I'm calling bullshit. Yeah, yeah. Way to go, State of Washington. Fucking athletic program.
Yes.
Bullshit. Anyway, moving on. Thanks, Jeff, for that question from last week. Sorry I didn't
Yeah.
get to it last week. Hopefully, let us know what you think about it.
Hmm.
My guess is you feel the same way we do.
Probably.
And since we're talking about Jeff here, he submitted a few more questions this week. I think he took a few weeks
Oh.
off, so I think he's making up for it now.
Yeah, so he's doing a splendid job.
Jeff wants to know, he's a crier during movies and shows. It seems that it gets worse the older he gets. Does that make him a sissy, and are we also criers?
Mm,
Yeah, I'm a crier.
yeah.
I think,
Dude, it's honestly the second I had kids,
yeah,
anytime there's like a
terrible.
movie where like a kid's getting hurt or like something bad's gonna happen to kids, it's like I get choked up and it's like something does happen to the kid, I just be like it's just a part of getting older and becoming more mature and
It's also a
eh,
product of your testosterone leaving you in your old age, and
Yeah.
creeping up.
I mean, you're not young, and you don't. Cause I think like for a long time we just don't really give a shit about stuff. So
Yeah, no.
once you kind of get older, you settle down, you start having kids, and
Ugh, dude,
the feelings impact you.
I don't full on cry really very often, but I'm like teary eyed all the time. I
Yeah,
get all
yeah.
outside.
I won't like have like tears streaming down my face. I'm like my throat will get all tightened up, and
Yeah, my eyes get
and
all watery.
yeah.
You know, and if you're not feeling like a man at that moment, you get up and you throw your blankie off you, and then you do 7 push-ups immediately, and you'll feel much better. It's fun. Still got it.
Pound of beer.
Pound of beer. Don't pound Sailor Jerry's, which Ryan doesn't know about yet, so you should listen to the beginning of the show.
Oh,
It's very
geez.
enlightening on my Sunday afternoon. All right, thanks, Jeff. Oh, well, one more. Jeff wants to know, is it just him, or does Supergirl seem like it's gotten way better since it's gone to the CW?
It has. It has gotten a lot better.
I haven't watched it. I'm slacking.
Well, shut up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get all nasty.
Hang on. Okay, well, since you're going to talk about it, I'll go ahead and move to the next one. Since this ties into listener Brian from Washington,
Yeah.
he wanted to know, what is our reaction to Superman being on Supergirl? Is it better or worse than the movie version? So, Ryan, since I like to say I'm not watching it not because I don't want to watch it, but because I've said many times in the show, I watch it with my daughter, and she will kill me if I skip ahead. So, Ryan has watched it. I will give him the floor.
I'll say that Superman has been a good addition so far. I hope it's not like a more permanent kind of thing. I want him to be like he gets like 3, maybe 4 episodes, and then he's good. Because the show was really good when it was just about Supergirl and her trying to create relationships with her friends and balance her career, and now she kind of solidified on a career path that she's trying to do through Catco Industries.
Well, what do you think about the new Superman in comparison to Henry Cavill's Man of Steel?
I think he's like a B-list Superman, honestly. Just because it's a CW. I mean, he does a decent job, but there's just something about him that just doesn't click with me, honestly.
Is it a stupid
I don't know if
costume?
I don't know if it's just like his mannerisms, like when he's Clark Kent, and just like how he approaches being Superman. It just doesn't click with me. Supergirl's always, I don't know, she's the star of the show, and I think that it's cool to have Superman on there, but I think it needs to be more just Supergirl.
So you say you like it, but you're hoping like maybe 4 or 5 episodes a season tops.
Yeah, I like it. It's a different change of pace, and yeah, it seems like the CW's kind of like really ramped up.
Well, Ryan, there is
a
talk
lot
that
of
Superman
stuff,
may get his own series in the near future. So.
Ooh, okay.
So we'll see. More on that. I promise, guys, when I do get caught up, I will give my opinion. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. But Ryan says he likes it and hopes that he hopes he's only on for 4 or 5 episodes and doesn't get his own show. Or would you be okay with him as his own show?
Oh, I'd be fine with him getting his own show.
All right.
They just gotta figure out stuff.
Let's see. Brian from Washington also would like to know what our thoughts were on the Flashpoint episodes of Barry and how it was handled across the media.
I think it was pretty good.
We talked a little bit about this last week. I think we both talked about how we wanted it to be longer. We wish it had been a 2-parter instead of just a single episode because it felt really crammed into one episode.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted more of a bigger impact across the whole timeline. It seemed, like little stuff changed, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping for like a bigger impact, really.
Yeah, I was hoping Laurel was going to be back as a different, maybe as Canary, but maybe not quite the Laurel that she was before. I still am going to hold on to, I think that Prometheus in Arrow is Tommy, which, real quick, side note, I'm 4 episodes of Arrow in, and it's definitely an improvement on season 4. It's still not great, but it's definitely better than last season. So, just throwing that out there.
I've only been able to watch the first episode of Arrow. I haven't finished watching anything past that.
Yeah, the 4th episode's pretty cool, but even that shows had a little ripplings of Flashpoint. Legends of Tomorrow, I've not had a chance to watch those 2 episodes yet, so
I haven't got to it yet.
I'm hoping to get caught up on some shows this weekend since I'm going to be just hanging out at the house since I'm fighting this stupid cold. Ah.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, all right. Moving on. Thanks, Brian, for your question. Let's see here. Jeff. Jeff again has another question. What is our
Jeff is
go-to
very
Halloween
active.
time movie? Monster Squad is his favorite. I'm going to say I like Sleepy Hollow and Hocus Pocus.
Aliens.
Which one?
I like Alien.
Well, that's not really
fine.
a Halloween movie, but, you know.
I'm trying to think of something, but I don't really watch a lot of like
Have
Halloween.
you seen Tim
Charlie
Burton's,
Brown,
have you
The
seen
Great
Tim Burton's
Pumpkin.
Sleepy Hollow yet?
You know, I have watched Corpse Bride in the last couple of weeks, but
So you don't have any recommendations?
no.
You sit there with no
none.
pants, no video, and missing the first 20 minutes of the show because you took a nap, and you have no recommendations at all.
I did not take
Other
a
than
nap.
Alien from Ridley Scott has nothing to do with Halloween. Okay, moving on. I would say Sleepy Hollow and Hocus Pocus and Monster Squad is a fantastic choice as well. Could even like do the Ernest Halloween movie. That was a good movie.
Oh, God. He has to like throw milk or something at the
Yeah,
evil
it's supposed to
devil
throw
guy.
milk and he throws Miak. It's M-I-A-K, and I don't know.
Yeah, because he read it because the witch lady showed it to him upside down.
Yeah, and he's stupid. God, I loved the Ernest movies when I was a kid.
Fucking
Oh my God.
Ernest.
All right, and
God.
finally, Chris, another Halloween question. Chris from Washington, good Chris from Washington, would like to know what he should dress up for as Halloween. No, hang on.
As Halloween?
Dude, I've been bad English all day. What he should dress up for on Halloween. I think you should dress up as Halloween, Chris, the whole holiday.
Yeah, to put a pumpkin on your head.
Yeah. Put
And
candy. Don't put...
a robe.
Whoa. Anyway, I think you should dress up as...
I'm gonna say I'm trying to think like the most obscure. You should go as a kaiju.
I think you should go as Donald Trump, and hopefully no one will punch you in the face.
Oh my God! Do not do that. That is the worst idea you could do.
What if you dress up as Alec Baldwin dressed up as Donald Trump?
I think that would work.
That would work.
Yes.
What if you go as Bernie Sanders?
Go as Kelly Conway, Donald Trump's
Who you go? Are you dressing up as
campaign
Halloween?
man. No, we're not dressing up. Just because we're still trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing for Halloween.
We are
'Cause
going out
It's our
on
first
a
one here on the
cruise.
East Coast.
We're going
So.
on a Seattle Halloween cruise, and I'm going to be dressed up as the Mad Hatter.
Ah,
Johnny
that's
Depp's
pretty
Mad
good.
Hatter. I will post pictures on the Geek Dad Report.
Last time I was a blueberry. Because we had one of those costumes that like the giant inflatable
You know what,
one.
Chris? I think you should dress up as a watermelon with a big hole in the middle.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And you can explain to everybody that's where you put your candy.
Yes, that's where the candy goes.
Or, you know what? Just dress up as a trick-or-treat bag.
I thought it was good.
There you go. Something
What
simple.
was
I
that?
don't know.
Yeah.
What kind of open-ended question is that?
Dress up as a sexy nurse.
Dress up as a sexy Darth Maul.
Sexy Iron Man.
Dress up as a sexy Darth Vader.
Yeah. Sexy Batman.
Dress as a fat Black Widow.
You might get like yelled at for
Or picked up.
that. You never know.
Anyway, all right. Well, if you think you know better than we do what Chris from Washington should dress up as, we are always accepting ideas for Halloween costumes. Superman!
B. Koopa.
Good thing he's made of solid steel. All right. That is it. That's all we got. So thanks, everybody, for your questions. And I guess maybe... Wait a minute. As always, you can find us. We post our posts on Thursdays at Facebook. GeekDadReport.com, which isn't active yet. Will you take this? Where do we post this? Okay,
You can find us on Facebook at Geek Dad Report, Twitter to Geek Dad Report, Podhound Media, WatchPlayRead.com, and iTunes.
mess.
You can also find us on our YouTube channel, Geek Dad Report. Please like and subscribe.
Once again, thanks everybody who submitted a question, and we always appreciate you guys playing along, and one day we'll give you some free shit, we promise.
Yeah.
Moving on, our last little segment, what you should or shouldn't be wasting your time doing this week, and Ryan almost spoiled it earlier. I think we both have the same recommendation of what you should be doing with your time this week, and it involves a certain baseball bat named Lucille.
You want to go first, then?
Are we talking about the same thing?
No. I got something different.
Oh my god, I just teased that we had the same thing, and now you're like, no, I got something. Whatever. Okay, you know what? You should be watching The Walking Dead Season 7 premiere this Sunday. I believe 9 o'clock Eastern. Somebody's going to die, motherfuckers, and I'm calling it. I still say it's Glenn.
I'm going to say...
It's Glenn, he's dead. Bye,
it's
Glenn.
going to be, God, where can I think of his name?
Who? Daryl, Abraham?
Mullet.
Abraham? Oh.
Mullet.
Dude, they already showed that it's the wrong side. That somebody on Rick's right, and it also looks like Rick may get his hand chopped off. If you guys haven't seen the trailer, there's a season 7 teaser trailer where Rick's like, I'm gonna kill you. Maybe not today, but someday I'm gonna kill you. And he's like, oh, look at the big talker. And he's like, what'd he bring? And somebody's like, oh, he's got this axe. So he grabs Rick's hatchet and then grabs Rick by the arm and drags him into the RV and then slams the door, and then that's the end of the trailer. Me and Ryan, I don't know if Ryan do it, but we've had all kinds of fucking issues recording, but I would love to do a season. Well, if we don't do a special Walking Dead premiere show, we'll definitely talk about we'll dedicate a whole segment to next week's episode talking about the Walking Dead Season 7 premiere, but we would like to know, it's the last chance, everybody, on record, who is Negan gonna kill?
Yes, we'll put up, maybe we'll try and put up a picture post or something.
Yeah, and is he going to lose his hand? Is Rick going to finally lose his hand? I want to know what you guys think about that too. So,
and I was lying. I'm agreeing with Brian. That's my recommendation of what people should do.
Oh, you're such a douche.
I don't know. It's alright, you still love me.
Ryan in the giant tease that wasn't really a tease.
I like to leave you in suspense, Brian.
It's terrible suspense. It wasn't even suspenseful. Alright, well, whatever. So, Geek Dad Report, Ryan and Brian both agree that you should watch The Walking Dead Season 7 review, or Season 7.
Yeah.
And then after that, watch Episode 4 of Westworld because it's goddamn amazing. And before The Walking Dead, you should watch the Seahawks beat the shit out of the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday Night Football. Dun 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 dun.
Don't watch the Steelers get the shit beat out of them by the Patriots.
Oh, I want to talk about how much I hate Ben Roethlisberger for going down and shattering my fantasy, my undefeated season. Well, I'm still 6-0. I put in Marcus Mariota, so fingers crossed.
Okay.
But he's no Ben Roethlisberger throwing 100 Hail Marys every game. Anyway, all right. Well, on that note, everybody, I'm going to go take some NyQuil or maybe some more scotch and pass the fuck out. And Ebola-like infection
I'm going to actually go to sleep.
And Ryan is probably not going to put pants on. He's just going to go back to sleep.
Oh, dude, why would I put pants on?
Whatever. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for joining us for episode 74. Until next week, stay awesome, motherfuckers.
Enjoy.
Nothing to say, Ryan? Nothing witty?
Enjoy Robo Voice again.
Yeah, whatever. Enjoy your Robo, Ryan.